So the next topic for discussion is classification of fibers. So the fibers are classified basically on two criteria. One is based on the modes of propagation, and second one is based on the refractive index profile. So based on the modes of propagation, mode is nothing but the path in which the light wave travels. Okay, so based on the modes, we have two types of fiber. One is single mode fiber, the other one is multi-mode fiber. And secondly, based on the refractive index profile. As you all know, the optical fiber is made of core, cladding, and the jacket. The core has a one refractive index, the cladding has another refractive index, and for total internal reflection to take place, the refractive index of the core should be greater than that of the cladding. And you can also know that the refractive index profile of the core can be uniform, it can be non-uniform. So based on these uniformity of the refractive index, or you can call refractive index profile, we have two types of fiber. One is step index fiber and the other one is graded index fiber. Okay, now we'll discuss the first type of fiber which comes under the classification of fiber based on the modes, that is single mode fiber. Okay, in single mode fiber, as the name suggests, there will be one mode. What is this mode? Mode is nothing but the path of light that is being followed inside a fiber. So in single mode fiber, the ray of light will be following a single path. Okay, that is written, only one mode is allowed to propagate inside a single mode fiber. Okay, in the single mode fiber, the core size is very less. That is in the range of 8 micrometer to 12 micrometer. Since this type of fiber allows only a single mode to pass through, so there will be only one ray of light. So the core size has to be very less. So the core diameter is very less in the range of 8 micrometer to 12 micrometer. In this mode, the light takes the axial path. That is, there is a single ray of light and that single ray of light will be passing through the axis or the axial path of a fiber. Okay, so these type of rays which pass through the axis of the fiber is called the axial rays. Okay. So the advantages of single mode fiber is there is no intermodal dispersion. Since we have only one mode, so there will be no intermodal dispersion in single mode fiber, and more information can be transmitted per unit time, and the bandwidth is more. This can be used for long distance communication. And the disadvantages is that LED cannot be used because LED has multiple rays coming out of it. So LEDs cannot be used, but lasers can be used because laser output is a single beam. Since the diameter of the core size is very less, the coupling of light into the core is very difficult. That is, very with high precision, we have to direct our incoming ray of light to this small core. Okay, and exactly to the fiber axis. We have to direct this incoming ray of light directly to our core, that to the fiber axis, because in single mode fiber, as I've already mentioned, the ray of light will be passing through the axis of the fiber. So coupling, what is the process by which we launch a ray to the optical fiber is called coupling. Okay, so coupling is difficult in single mode fiber and the fabrication is difficult. Why the fabrication is difficult? Because the core size is very less and small scale integration is a difficult process. So the next type of fiber that we'll be discussing will be multi-mode fiber. So repeating, we have, based on the mode of propagation of the fiber, we have two types of fiber. One is single mode fiber, the other one is multi-mode fiber. In single mode fiber, we'll be having only a single mode for the ray of light to pass, whereas in the multi-mode, as the name suggests, there will be many modes to propagate along the fiber. Okay, so as you can see in the figure, there are multiple rays that can be launched to a multi-mode fiber and that can be propagated. Okay, so here the core size is bigger than that of the core size in a single mode fiber, and it ranges from 50 the dia ranges from 50 micrometer to 200 micrometer. So as you can see, the multiple rays that propagate along a multimode fiber takes a zigzag manner, follows a zigzag manner. So these type of rays are also called meridional rays. Meridional rays are nothing but those rays which takes a zigzag path is called meridional rays. Okay, so these are the things about multimode fiber. Adding a few more points regarding the multimode fiber. Here the fabrication is easy. Why the fabrication is easy? Because we have a bigger core dia here. So the fabrication of bigger core dia is easy, and the coupling is also easy because here we have multiple rays that are being launched to a optical fiber, and coupling of multiple rays to a optical fiber is comparatively easy than coupling a single ray of light to a small core dia in the case of single mode optical fiber. Here not laser, LED is suitable as a light source. Other disadvantages is that these multimode fiber has intermodal dispersion because we have multiple modes that are being propagating through this type of fiber. Okay, and now the next classification of optical fibers is based on the refractive index profile. So we have already defined the term refractive index. Refractive index is nothing but a dimensional quantity which measures the bending of ray of light across that particular medium. So each mediums will be having different refractive index. So our optical fiber is made of core cladding and the buffer jacket. So the core has a one refractive index, say n1. The cladding has another refractive index n2. So so different materials have different refractive index. Based on the profile of the refractive index, the fibers are classified. Okay. So the cases are the core. One of the important conditions for total internal reflection to takes place is that the refractive index of the core should be always greater than the refractive index of the cladding. So in all the fibers, on all the fibers that are being manufactured, the refractive index of the core will be always greater than the refractive index of the cladding. Okay, so the classification of optical fibers based on these refractive index profile, the main difference arise in the distribution of these refractive index across the materials that are being used for fabricating the core and the cladding, mainly the core. Okay, so there are two types of refractive index profiles that are being used. One is step index and the other one is graded index. Okay, in step index, the refractive index of the core will be uniform as well as for the cladding will be uniform. Okay, so you can see from the figure the step. You can see the step is a difference in refractive index. Okay, so there is a difference in value, but the value is constant. Okay, uh, the step value is the refractive index of the core, and the landing value is the refractive index of our cladding. Okay, so in graded index profile, there is a gradual increase and decrease of refractive index profile. So in graded index fibers, the core, the refractive index of the core will be non-uniform. Okay, but the cladding will be same. So you can see there is a grading, the grading of refractive index profile. This graded refractive index profile is of the core, and the uniform profile is that of the cladding. Okay, so we have two types of refractive index profile that are being used. One is step index profile, the other one is graded index profile. In step index profile, the refractive index of the core is uniform and the cladding is also uniform. But in graded index profile, uh, the refractive index of the core is gradually increasing and decreasing. That is, it has a graded profile, but that of the cladding will be uniform. So this is the refractive index profile diagram for a single mode strip index fiber. As you can see, the core has a uniform refractive index N1 and the cladding has a uniform refractive index N2. So from the figure you can see the value of N1 is greater than N2, which is one of the important criteria for total internal reflection to take place. Hence, through that the wave will be propagating through a optical fiber. So summarizing, for a single mode step index fiber, the core will be having a uniform refractive index An1 and the cladding will be having a uniform refractive index N2. For total internal reflection it takes place for the propagation of light or the waves, N1 should be always greater than N2, and the value of N2 can be found out using the formula N2 is equal to N1 into 1 minus delta, where delta is the change in refractive index profile. It is given by delta is equal to N1 minus N2 divided by N1. So in step index single mode fiber, there is an abrupt change in refractive index profile from a core to cladding. So there will be a step change in the refractive index profile. So the number of modes in single mode step index fiber is given by the formula m is equal to v square by 2, where v is called the v number and the v number is found out using the formula 2 pi by lambda e into numerical aperture, where area is the radius of the optical fiber, and is the numerical aperture. So the propagation of light rays takes place either in axial, meridional, or a skew rays. Axial ray is that ray which passes through the fiber axis. Meridional and skew rays forms a zigzag pattern. So the refractive index profile can be defined as n of r is equal to n1 when r is less than a, and n2 when r is greater than or equal to a. R is the radial distance from the fiber axis and a is the diameter of the optical fiber. So the next category of optical fiber in the refractive index profile category is multi-mode step index fiber. So in the previous slide we have learned about single mode step index fiber. So in single mode step index fiber, the refractive index of the core is always greater than that of the cladding, and also the refractive index of the core is uniform, that of the cladding is uniform. But since there is a change in refractive index, the refractive profile will have a step change, and that step change is an abrupt change. So in single mode step index fiber, the fiber allows only a single mode to propagate through the fiber. So there are certain disadvantages regarding that. The core size will be less, the fabrication is difficult, things like that. But in multi-mode step index fiber, the other refractive index profile, everything is the same. Only difference is that this optical fiber allows multiple modes to propagate through the fiber. So the rays can take multiple paths to propagate through the fiber. As you can see in the figure, there are multiple rays and multiple paths that are being followed by the light rays that are traversing through the optical fiber, and these rays take a zigzag path. So these rays are called meridional rays. So this type of fiber is easy to manufacture because we have a higher core and a cladding size. You can see 50 to 200 micrometer and 125 to 400 micrometer, and it is less expensive when compared to single mode step index fiber. Okay. The disadvantages are it causes the transmission bandwidth to be fairly small, hence it can be used in application requiring distance of less than a kilometer. So the next type of optical fiber is graded index fiber. As you can see from the figure, the refractive index profile of the core is non-uniform and that of the cladding is uniform. Further analyzing the refractive index profile of the core, you can see the refractive index is highest at the center and it decreases smoothly as the radial distance of the fiber increases. So as you can see from the figure, the refractive index profile of the core is a parabolic curve, and the graded index fiber has high coupling efficiency and higher bandwidth than the step index fiber. And you can just read out the refractive index expression for a graded index fiber. It's there in the slide. So you can see from the slide the expression for numerical aperture. So summarizing the graded index profile, the core has a non-uniform refractive index, and the cladding has a uniform refractive index. This type of optical fiber is mainly used for long distance communication. The light rays no longer follow straight lines, they follow a parabolic path, being gradually bent towards the center by the continuously declining refractive index, because as we have already seen, for graded index optical fiber, the refractive index of the core is the highest at the center, and it is slowly decreasing towards the increasing radial distance of the optical fiber. The light rays near the edge of the core takes a longer path and but travels faster since the refractive index is lower. And advantages is that this is cheaper and the intermodal dispersions are reduced. So there is a comparison of the three types of fiber that we have learned. The first one is single mode step index fiber. The second one is multi-mode step index fiber, and the last one is graded multi-mode fiber. So in single mode step index fiber, the refractive index profile is step, and only one ray is allowed to pass through the optic fiber since it is single mode. So in the second one, the refractive index profile is a step index profile, but the difference from the above is that here this fiber allows multiple modes to propagate through it. And last one, here multiple modes are allowed, but the refractive index profile is graded means the core has a non-uniform refractive index which is highest at the center and gradually reducing towards increasing radial axial length of the optical fiber.